the volunteer service is doing a brilliant service within the community, because it's enabling people to get out into the workplace. Yourself, you're able to do something for yourself. You're building up your confidence, you're building up your languages, which is helping you and it's helping your son, and it gives you a sense of self-worth, doesn't it?
Well, it's an interesting thing, because volunteering is a much, I suppose really people misunderstand what it means. When people hear the word volunteer, they automatically assume it's a charity shop. But the vast majority of our society is based upon volunteering, and the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, for example, has about 1,000 volunteers.
What do you think you are gaining most out of volunteering?
I think admin skills.
The admin skills.
Yeah.
What about on the social side? Is it, you know, it gets you out of bed in the morning to come to work?
Yes, because I'm staying with my son at home. So
Okay.
when I'm here, I could do something for me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's rewarding for yourself
Yes.
to engage with adults.
Yes,
I
exactly.
understand that, because I have a young son myself,
Yeah.
and I also volunteer. I volunteer at school, so I don't work with my own son, but I work with 50 children. So it's a little bit different, but it is rewarding. So I understand why you do the volunteering, because I also volunteer in the community as well.
But volunteering, we actually manage the volunteering opportunities for 185 different organisations across Fenland. The vast majority of people, unlike Anna, who knew she wanted to volunteer and emailed round about it, most people don't know they want to volunteer until they've had a chat.
What's the age range of the volunteers that you...
Well, they've got to be over 18 for most volunteering opportunities.
Okay.
Which makes it kind of difficult for young people who are going through school and are looking to build a personal profile for university applications and so on.
Right.
So there are opportunities for younger volunteers sometimes, but mostly insurance precludes it. But 18 to... Our young lady who does our independent auditing is 93 years old.
That's really good.
So
it's
lots
good
and
to
lots
know,
of little stories, yes.
yeah, it's good to know that people are developing their skills and, you know,
It is.
and giving to the community as well, like you
Yeah.
say, helping people with special needs and disabilities.
Yeah.
Erbie, is there any way that the Green Party can help the volunteer centre?
Well, the fundamental thing is money,
It's
and
money.
we're all strapped for cash. We had an unfortunate situation where the County Council was supporting us. There was a fund of £150,000 which went to volunteer centres across the county, went to VCSs and went to Cambridgeshire Acre. And the three of us kind of shared that pot, and the county decided to make it one bid for £150,000. We entered into cooperative partnership working with the others. The volunteer centres across the county were then cut out, and we lost our funding. We could have accepted that, arguably, if they said we don't have the money anymore, but they've actually redirected that money to an organisation which doesn't do the coalface volunteering recruitment, nor do they administer the national website. So Cambridge City has already closed its volunteer centre because of that cut, because of that redistribution of resources. And as a consequence, there are currently around 150 organisations, and they didn't even tell the national website, the Do It national side, that they were closing. So you've got 150 organisations that are still registered to them, and they've ceased to exist. So these organisations will no longer have recruitment support, and that website will fall into disuse for Cambridge City. And we've lost our funding, and in very real terms, unless we get funding in, we are going to not have the resources to carry on doing what we're doing. Personally, I believe the Green Party is really, really important, because we need to have a voice which recognises what the international issues are with the environment. Itself, here, we actually rent the accommodation here.
Okay.
So these 3 rooms, we pay an amount of money on a quarterly basis. the Rosmini Centre itself is, again, it's one of those places that's undervalued, because here in the room next door is a massive room with children's facilities and really very beautiful room. And then downstairs there's a huge meeting room where you have Slimmer's World and all sorts of other activities going on.
Okay.
And then you have a variety of different organisations who use this as their base of operations. So it's a very vibrant community organisation, as well as performing a really serious, necessary function in this town, because you've got 3 major community centres, for want of a better term. That's the Oasis, and you have the Queen Mary Centre just down the road, and then the Rosmini here. And each of those perform a very vital service, but in very practical terms, the Rosmini really has taken the bull by the horns and started to seriously make an impact and create an environment within which the new migrant communities can actually get help, support and contribute and get involved.
How do you feel the integration's going? Because there have been problems in the past, haven't they? But I have seen, you know, a number of events that take place where it encourages people to...
There's loads of events, but... You know,
well, thank you ever so much for your time, Erbie. It's been very interesting.
Well,
thank you so much, Anna, for telling us how it's benefiting you. That's good. I really hope that, you know, you get what you want out of it. You're doing a really good job.
actually, yes, she is.
She is.
Yes.
You're doing a really good job, and what the centre is doing is incredibly valuable to the community.
I was only saying to her this morning, if Anna hadn't turned up this morning, I'd have shut up shop and gone to the seaside.